Hello, this is the English speaking task talking about Elon Musk. Um, I will answer the questions one by one. So I will start with the first one, which is what do I know about him? I know that he's South African born and a Canadian American citizen, uh, which does not match with the person who he supported, which was the President Donald Trump, but that would be a conversation for another chapter. Um, he's an entrepreneur, engineer. One of your first works was XCOM, if I'm not mistaken, which became on PayPal since 2008. He led Tesla, which is an electric vehicle and clean energy company. uh, then he's the owner of SpaceX and Neuralink, which is one of the companies that I am really interested because that company works on brain and computer interfaces. Sometime, or I hope he find something sooner where we can translate our conscience and ideas and experience to another body. Um, the second The second questions are thoughts on his business and companies. Um, the vision and innovation most companies have is or has been tackled like huge challenges. Um, Decarbonizing transportation, which is Tesla, reusable rockets, which is SpaceX, Brain Machine, which is Neuralink, and inspire entire industries to raise their sights. Execution and risk taking. He often pushes them to work at intense space, accepting high risk and frequent setbacks, and pursue breakthroughs. That approach can yield marvels, Falcon rockets, landing vertically. Not to mention that many accidents that he had with his rockets of the company of SpaceX. Um, his leadership style, Musk is both admired for his engineer mindset and criticized for abrupt communication, late night tweets that move markets or stir controversy and demanding workplace culture. The third one has influence on the world and society. Technological pacing. Tesla has spurred virtually every established automaker to invest heavily in EVs. SpaceX successful reusable boosters have good launch costs and reintegrate public interest in space exploration. His public discourse, his activity on X amplifies debates around free speech, AI ethics, and the responsibilities of tech billionaires. Many follow his pronouncements and barometers for market and culture trends. Inspiration and polarization. For innovations and engineers, he's a hero who proves the impossible can be done. For critics, he's emblematic of unaccountable wealth and the quirks of billionaire power, sometimes inspiring, sometimes erratic, as most of the billionaires around the world. 4. Thoughts and how he uses his money. Rather than piling up cash, Musk blows most of back into the ventures SpaceX, R&D, Tesla's gigafactories, Neuralink labs, aiming at transformative technologies. He's played significant portion of philanthropic effort, for example, the Musk Foundation, climate initiative, COVID relief. But some argue his giving hasn't matched the scale of his work. His approach is venture philanthropic, betting on bad pets project rather than traditional grants. 5. What would I do if I were a millionaire? Um, I would do balanced investment. I'd allocate capital both sound, diversify investment stocks, real estate, and high impact mission driven ventures, clean energy, uh, education, especially, and global health. Also, technology. I think that would be a good investment. Um, I am not a lover for philanthropy, but if you are a billionaire, in at some point you have to get in contact with that. So I will try to establish support or a foundation, or focus myself on equitable access to quality education, which would be something that I really would do. Maybe invest in something like a building or any other place who can help people here in Colombia, or maybe communities like communities that does not have any source of technology or nets or anything like that. Um, Regarding to that, I try to work on my personal growth and giving back. I would travel and learn directly from the other cultures, try to uh, approach to many challenges myself, and learn about another billionaires how to raise my investment, um, and then channel insights and resources to mentorship programs and local social enterprises. Um, so another thing that I think it's important, it would be a sustainable lifestyle. While I'm enjoying the perks of wealth, I maintain a relatively modest footprint, choosing an uh, ecologic vehicle or public transit over gasler, supporting ethical plans, and living in a community oriented by that way. With nothing else to say, I hope you are enjoying this video, and we will see you soon. Bye bye.